Community shield, community shield, community shield ni wọ́n wí tó ń pariwo. Community shield, community shield, community shield ni wọ́n wí tí wọ́n já sí mi. Kí ló dé náà o? Ẹ jẹ́ ká retí gbọ́ràn. Kí ló dé náà o? Ẹ lọ kúlù tẹ́ḿpà.
Gbogbo ọmọ Arsenal tó bá létí kó gbọ́ mi.
Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já. Ká má tí ì sọ̀rọ̀ jù ó ti máa fi pọ́ńpọ̀. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já. Chelsea kì í ṣe ẹgbẹ́ Arsenal. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já. Àjùra wa lọ ti jàkadì kọ́. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já. We are the pride of London. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já. Chelsea ti gòkè ká fara tó já. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já. Àní ẹ lọ sí mi àgbájá. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já. Chelsea ti gòkè káfárá tó já. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já. Ẹ lọ sí mi àgbájá. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já. Ṣìlẹ̀gbà kì í ṣe trọ́fì sẹ́. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já.
Ìjayà ni wá ẹ̀yà kú lọ́lọ́.
Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ bá já.
We don't have the capacity. I say
It don't happen. Arsenal jabo. Arsenal fans. They don't dey cry.
I say
It don't happen. What I don't pass Gary. We want you. You know they play. Chelsea club. It's not your net. You dey not play. You see them big wow. It don't happen. Arsenal jabo. Arsenal fans. They don't dey cry.
as we don't have the capacity. I say
It don't happen. Arsenal jabo. Arsenal fans. They don't dey cry.
I say
It don't happen. What I don't pass Gary. We want you. You know they play. Chelsea club. It's not your net. You dey not play. You see them big wow. It don't happen. Arsenal jabo. Arsenal fans. They don't dey cry. We are the pride of London. We are courageous, stronger and faster. A fighting fury in any weather. Risking head and neck. Go to fight and win. Win or lose, oh, we are the pride of London. We will give our best from coast to coast. Where the story will be told as we fight the rugged battles. We cherish that club and we play to win. We are the pride of London.
we are courageous.
We are courageous, stronger and faster. A fighting fury in any weather. Risking head and neck. Go to fight and win. We are on the terrific front line. We raise our flags and put our pride beside us. Feeling like a champ as we shine our light. Take up the power, together impossible is nothing. We are the pride of London. We are courageous, stronger and faster. A fighting fury in any weather. Risking head and neck. Go to fight and win. Ọmọ ológo ni akíkanjú ni Enzo was a little dreamer years ago. In 2016, Messi in tears. Messi in tears, cause Argentina failed. Messi gave up, I wanted to retire. But Enzo's letter to Messi was a plea in the night.
He wrote to Messi saying,
Stay with give up the fight, forgive our faults, let the hope remain. Together we will conquer. Ọmọ ológo ni, akíkanjú ni, a legend in making. Enzo's journey, a tale so grand, from Benfica's field to Chelsea's embrace. His reason, his spirit, a relentless chase. In Messi's shadow, he finds own light. Ọmọ ológo ni, akíkanjú ni, a legend in making. In the heart of the blues, Enzo is rising, fulfilling our stand. A goal for Chelsea, a dream we all share. From penalty at X to goals outside the box, you made us so proud. Enzo ọ̀kàrẹ o, ọ̀kàrẹ o ṣeun. So let the water, let the banners wave. Enzo's legacy, a party we pay. A first goal cherish is a story to tell. In Chelsea's embrace, we all swell. Orí akọni, àfidà lálẹ́ gẹ̀rà o.
How on earth have we spent £1 billion and we're still losing to a 10-man West Ham? They don't even have Rice anymore. I can't do this every season. Sort it out!
Our strength, fire, fuels our might. From West Ham's challenge, we learn our lesson. Luton Town fair 3 goals we scored and claim our right. In unity we conquer, claim our faith. Oh, Chelsea, sort it out. Benga Fọláyan kí ló sọ o. Our strength, fire, fuels our might. From West Ham's challenge, we learn our lesson. Luton Town fair 3 goals we scored and claim our right. Unity we conquer, claim our faith. Oh, Chelsea, sort it out. Ọmọge yìí ó tó lọ sí. Our strength, fire, fuels our might. From West Ham's challenge, we learn our lesson. Luton Town fair 3 goals we score and claim our right. Unity we conquer, claim our faith. Oh, Chelsea, sort it out. Community shield, community shield, community shield. Ìwọ̀n wọn ìtàn ń pariwo. Community shield, community shield, community shield. Ìwọ̀n wọn tí wọ́n já sí mi. Kí ló dé náà o? Ẹ jẹ́ ká retí gbọ́ràn. Kí ló dé náà o? Ẹ lọ kúlù tẹ́ḿpà. Gbogbo ọmọ Arsenal tó bá létí kó gbọ́ mi. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ̀ bá já. Ká má tí ì sọ̀rọ̀ jù ó ti máa fi pọ́ńpọ̀. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ̀ bá já. Chelsea kì í ṣe ẹgbẹ́ Arsenal. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ̀ bá já. Àjùra wa lọ ti jàkadì kọ́. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ̀ bá já. We are the pride of London. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ̀ bá já. Chelsea ti gòkè káfárá tó já. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ̀ bá já. Àní ẹ lọ sí mi àgbájá. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ̀ bá já. Chelsea ti gòkè káfárá tó já. Ẹ̀sìn mi ẹ̀ bá já. Ẹ lọ sí mi àgbájá. ṣìlẹ́gbà kì í ṣe trọ́fì sẹ́. ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá.
ìjayà ni wá ẹ̀yà kú lọ́nà.
ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá.
I want to say good afternoon to you, wherever you are, or if it is still good morning, or if it is good evening. I know it's afternoon in Nigeria at the moment. I think it should be around maybe 12:27 or 1:27 p.m. in Nigeria now. So if it is 1:27 in Nigeria, that means it's gonna be 12:27 in Ghana. So because that the time difference between Ghana and Nigeria is 1 hour. So once again, I want to say happy Sunday to you all. It's a Father's Day here in Australia. So today is the day we normally celebrate Father's Day. So it is Father's Day here in Australia. So we are in the mood of celebrating fathers. I mean, good fathers. And so you've seen some of the your videos that I have shared on my timeline. So Carlos Kuta has been vituperating. I know everyone is just angry, and everyone is just vituperating since yesterday. Yeah. We just want to have some discussions so that everyone will just calm down. I want everyone to calm down because everyone is here. I will feel it on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. Everybody they color. You know, that's what I've seen that everyone is just doing. But I want us to firstly thank God first. Today is Sunday. First Sunday in the month of September. So we need to firstly thank God. In whatever situation that we could be, it is very important for us to acknowledge God, to acknowledge Him, to reference Him, and to praise Him, even in all circumstances. Just be thankful. Be what? Be thankful. It's good to be thankful in all circumstances. It's good to be what? To be thankful. It's good to be thankful. So my name is Benga Afalayan. Blue is the color. Yes. Football is the game. And Chelsea is the name. Happy Sunday. Hey, D-Dot. D-Dot Classic. Long time. No see. I want to greet everyone who have commented. I want to greet Mr. Carlos Kuta Finn from Liberia. I want to greet Jagunla Akimoladun. I also acknowledge the input of the contribution by Ayola Toyib Ades, Tishale Nesiru, Ayomide, Sammy Kelvin. Thank you. Happy Sunday. May this week favor you. Amen. And may this week also favor you too. Ayomide, happy Sunday. May this week wait for you, sir. May this week also favor you. Now let's dive into the happy Sunday to you, D-Dot. My bad player is not just a problem, sir. So, firstly, if you see what I have put, as our topic, I want to say that the result that we got yesterday was as a result of overall poor performance. Overall poor performance. Not that we will now single out one player that player was the one that caused goal, or that player was the one that caused everything that happened. No. Excuse me. Each player, if you were to be blaming each player, honestly, we will blame all the players. So, I have made a little mistake about Mr. Carlos. I know. I think I mix it together because there's another one person. I'm sorry, Mr. Carlos. Sorry, Mr. Carlos is a Ghanaian, and because Mr. Carlos is a Ghanaian, let me play Romeo song. Then I will come back. I'm sorry. Apology, Mr. Carlos Kuta Fin. Apology again. Apology. Wow, I just miss it. Sometimes don't. Sometimes this age also normally tell Jerry.
Robilafia, Aquaba, to Jesse. Come on. Robilafia, Aquaba, to Jesse. Come on. Robilafia, Aquaba. In the heart of the pitch, where dreams ignite, a rising star emerges, shining so bright. Romeo Lavia,
A name we don't know.
born with a passion for the beautiful game, a journey of talent, ambition and flair.
From the roots
To Ghana's pride, from Southampton shores to Stamford Bridge. Akuaba, to Jesse, Romeo Lafia, Akuaba, to Jesse, Romeo Lafia, Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀, Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀, Romeo, Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀, Romeo, Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀, Romeo Lafia, Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀ sí Chelsea, Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀ sí Chelsea, Akuaba, Romeo, ọmọ Lafia,
Jesse fans, what to you?
Liverpool score, a tempting sand, AFT beat, they sought to band.
Romeo Lavia, Jesse score. When legends are made,
Where tattoos are won, Romeo Lafia, Aquaba to you, Romeo Lafia, Okabo, Romeo Lafia, you are welcome, gbogbo ọmọ Chelsea, wọ́n ṣe Akuaba, gbogbo ọmọ Chelsea, wọ́n ní kí ẹ, wọ́n kí ẹ, wọ́n ṣe Akuaba, you are welcome, Romeo Lafia, you are welcome to Stamford Bridge, Akuaba, Romeo Lafia, Akuaba, Romeo Lafia, Okabo,
Romeo Lavia.
Romeo, you are welcome,
Akuaba Romeo Lafia. Just I was saying the other time before we actually went for short break, I was saying that what we saw yesterday was an overall poor performance. It's not about putting blame on one person, putting blame on Thiago Silva, putting blame on Moses Casedo, putting blame on Conor Calaga. No, it's not like that. It's not about that. The coach got the formation wrong. That was so evident. That was so glaring. Our coach got it wrong, and he has been so obstinate. What is the little? a lesser word I could use for someone that is obstinate, someone that doesn't listen, that is art is hardened. Because I think during the second match that we play, when West Ham also beat us, I remember that I said that Pochettino needed to work on our formation. So, and you know, we were able to beat Luton Town, but West Ham. I mean, what is the Nottingham Forest? He didn't get it right. It didn't work. Our Yansh was just what out there, and that was why we were punished for that. So I do not want us to cast aspersion on maybe Casedo, maybe Kalaga, maybe Thiago Silva, maybe Sanchez, our keeper. Because we all saw what happened, but I always rather say that it was an overall poor performance. And that overall poor performance was as a result of the wrong formation initiated by the coach. So that's the simple explanation. Nobu Adeoye, Diadem is saying something here. Nobu said the problem of Chelsea is that they could have bought a creative midfielder to improve their chances of scoring, but no, they were just buying without identifying where the problem is coming from. Yeah, that's for Mr. Diadem there. For me to react to what Diadem said, I would say that apparently we have creative midfielder. Yes, we have creative midfielder. The problem that Pochettino is having at the moment is the problem of selection and the problem of formation. Those two things are different things. Selection, formation. Selection, formation. Selection of players and formation. Formation of the formation that they will formation for the players. Let me put it like that. How they will play and the players that will play. Those two are the strategic problems that we have. Let me repeat myself again. The two cardinal problems that Chelsea have now are how to play, who to choose to play that formation. Those are the two major problems that we have. The third problem, which I feel Pochettino could correct, is that we do not have prolific striker. That is number 3. That is the problem number 3. But why I do not count that as problem is that Pep Guardiola also didn't have a prolific striker, but he used false 9, and he was able to even to beat most English clubs. So that means the onion is on the coach. It's on the coach. The coach needs to really sit down and now start working for the pay Chelsea management has paid him. Chelsea management has injected 1 billion. You can't tell me that we don't have creative midfielder. Why won't we have? Why won't we have? We have creative midfielder. The only issue that you can say they have is that these guys are young. And that is the 4th problem. They are young. We don't have enough experienced players in that squad. And because we do not have experienced players in that squad, it means that our team will be vulnerable. we will be vulnerable to opponent attacks, especially for those players that are coming from another league. So, and those are the gray areas that Pochettino need to work on. Those are the areas that Pochettino needs to work on. Number one is formation. How do we play? What is the tactics that we will adopt to play? What is the tactics that we will use to play with this team? And over the time, from what we have seen in the preseason, 4-3-3 really worked. It will work. Why will you use 5 defenders? What do we have? Why do we have attackers on the bench? Why do we have them? Why did they buy them? So you use 5 defenders. 5 defenders. No, and the other issue is that why are you using Ben Chilwell when you know that this guy will not defend well? He will just be going up front. Up front. I am Matson. He's there. He's an hungry player. See what when he came in yesterday. See what that guy play. Put I am Matson to play with that place. A lot of things. I think he just need to get it right. Otherwise, he may be sacked before November. He may be sacked. I feel like what I've said, the 2 points that I've made is very important. It's very important. Number one is that how do we play? What style do we adopt? What formation do we adopt? And from all indication, we just need to attack. Use 4-3-3. 4-3-3. Use that. You have to attack. Then put right people there. Put right players in their right positions. Let them perform. Not that you are will be putting them in the wrong position. We won't get the desirable result. Let me read some comments. Okay. Someone. Okay. Oh, Sterling, I agree with you, sir. Okay. Nobody, please, let's keep sharing. I never talk about that because that's not actually it's not the main thing, but it's good for us to share the program if you can. And if you can, just let it be because I know some of you are frustrated, but it's good if you can share. Thank you. Brian is saying nobody is blaming the player, rather push formation is not making sense at all. Okay, 4-3-3, good. Great bouncing back soon. Chelsea for life. Thank you, Brian. Okay, Mr. Lawa Oyetunde. Mr. Lawa Oyetunde Abdul Aziz. The team generally lacks maturity. So much showboating from Enzo without an eye for a killer pass or getting goals. Coach problem is his inability to work out plan B since Nkuku got injured. He shouldn't have gone with 3-4-3 that served Conte well or revert to Mourinho's 4-3-3. Playing 2 up front leaves Jackson isolated. With 2 wingers, there will be more service for him in the box. That's good. That's a good contribution. That's a good contribution. Yeah. 4-2-3-1 Chelsea FC. I think Pochettino even used for that formation 4-2-3-1 during preseason. I think he used it for 4-2-3-1 during the preseason. Yeah, thank you, Aliu Varilai. The Sassi is slow. Brian says that. Tapalo is saying I'm watching from Liberia and West Africa. Thank you, bro. Oh, Chelsea Michi boy. Big up, buddy. I love your song. I'm a Chelsea fan. Oh, thank you, Michi boy. Lawaye today Abdulaziz 3-4-3 or 4-3-3. is the way to go. James injury is another unfortunate problem. James has always been an injury-prone player, actually. Um, Aliu Aliu is saying that 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. Okay, I think he used 4-2-3-1 during the preseason. So, yep. Tapalo, I was angry yesterday. Everybody was angry. Michi boy, player 8 will not get us. Thank you. Thank you, Michi boy. And that's what I was saying. You don't need to hate any player. Some people are abusing Casedo. Some people are abusing Thiago Silva. Some people are abusing Calaga. Some people are abusing Sanchez. This is not the time. You don't need to hate our player. They are our players. These are guys that just what connecting. They are bonding. You don't need to blame them. They are young. And those are the risk attached to a team having young players. But immediately they bond, it will be hard to beat them. So this is a bonding moment. But our coach is getting it wrong. So, and that's why we are talking. Our coach is getting it wrong. That's why we are talking. It just defines us. Keep the good work. Thank you, Michi Boy. That's why I support what Michi Boy is saying. We do not need to hate any player. It divides us. I read a lot of things yesterday. Even I needed to intervene on Twitter. Of course, they were attacking me as well. They were using my song to attack me, to throw banter at me. It didn't move me. But those people that went beyond their boundary, Mr. Wixon, Mr. Wixon. That's one of the best producers in Nigeria. Mr. Wilson, up Chelsea. He's an Arsenal fan. He's just hailing me. He's a doctor as well. He's a doctor. He's a PhD holder. Mr. Wilson Mella, and he's one of the best producers in Nigeria. He's based in Port Harcourt. Well, those of you, if you have any song, he can help you to mix it as well. So he's a great producer. And we have been together for a while now, and has been a brother. Even though we share some similar stuff and different stuff, he's an Arsenal fan. I'm a Chelsea fan, but we work together, So thank you, Mr. Wilson. My regards to my madam. Yeah. So, Mr. Ahmed Apraku, up Chelsea, we did together. Thank you. Thanks for all. Bangali Toure starting very, very serious now. Yeah. So what we are saying, and to align with what Chelsea Michi Boy said, we do not need to hate any players now. This is not the time for us to even hate anybody. These are young players who are they are just boarding. They are just boarding within the patterns, within the purview of the patterns of Chelsea. So, and as they are boarding, they will be bonding. Let me use that English again. As they are boarding, they will be bonding with their playmates. So, we do not need to hate them. They are vulnerable to any silly mistakes at the moment because they were just overworking themselves based on the formation that the coach has instructed them to really play with. So I do not want us to hate any. Oh yes, Mr. Wixon is saying something. He's not even a Chelsea fan, no. He's an Arsenal fan, but he's because he's a well-read person, so he's critical when he's analyzing. So you could see what he's saying now. He said the boys will definitely go hard soon. Yes, I said earlier that they are bonding and also bonding with their playmates, and when they complete that bonding phase, it will be hard to beat them. It will be so hard because they would have understood themselves better. So that is the situation. Thank you, Mr. Wilson Mela. I don't want to butcher that Miller. That's why I normally run away from calling that Miller because I don't know how to pronounce it. So it's but I normally stop at Wilson. So Dr. Wilson, thank you, Dr. Wilson. Thank you, Dr. Wilson. Do you think that 3-6-1 formation will not help? I don't think 3-6-1 will help us. No. I think we need to we have to attack. 4-3-3 is the ideal one. Or at most we use what 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-2, whatever. But I think 4-3-3 is better. That's my opinion, actually. That's my opinion. I think 4-3-3 is better. That's my own opinion, actually. So so let's go for a short break. Let's go for a short break.
We are the pride of London. We are courageous, stronger and faster. A fighting fury in any weather. With skin, head and leg. Could fight and win. Win or lose, oh, we are the pride of London. Community shield, community shield, community shield. Ni wọ́n wí tó ń pariwo. Community shield, community shield, community shield. Ni wọ́n wí tí wọ́n já sí mi. Kí ló dé náà o? Ẹ jẹ́ ká retí gbọ́ràn. Kí ló dé náà o? Ẹ lọ kúlù tẹ́ḿpà.
Ọmọ Arsenal tó bá létí kó gbọ́ mi.
Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá. Ká má tí ì sọ̀rọ̀ jù ó ti máa fi pọ́ńpọ̀. Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá. Chelsea kì í ṣe ẹgbẹ́ Arsenal. Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá. Àjùra wa lọ ti jàkadì kọ́. Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá. We are the pride of London. Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá. Chelsea ti gòkè ká fara tó já. Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá. Àní ẹ lọ sí mi àgbàjá. Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá. Chelsea ti gòkè káfárá tó já. Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá. Ẹ lọ sí mi àgbàjá. Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá. Ṣìlẹ̀gbà kì í ṣe trophy sẹ́. Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá.
Ìjayà ni wá ẹyẹ kú lọ́nà.
Ẹ̀sìn mi àgbàjá.
So yeah, for Chelsea fans to go and see me Agbaja. Look for English of Semi Agbaja. I deliberately did I even subtitle that? I want Chelsea fans to go and find the meaning of that Yoruba words. Semi Agbaja. But Semi Agbaja actually just go and sit down, go and calm down. That's what it means. How do we get the coach to change this defensive move? Of course, beyond reasonable doubt, let's leave the coach alone to do his job. But of course, we have to criticize him. So he also is listening now, of course. And I know the management also will be talking to him. So the formation is wrong. If he changes the formation and put the right players, we will get results. I think we have to do that before we meet Tottenham, Arsenal, all of them like that. We have to do that. We have to do that immediately. That's it. So, just like I've said, the problem that I've observed is that we have formation problem, we have selection problem. Our players are not well matured. Some of them, they do not even they are new to English Premier League. So those factors are very, very germane. So they are new to Premier League. So they have to adapt. And some players may not adapt early. So it may take time before they adapt. Well, for example, I recall that when Drogba even came to Chelsea in 2004, that 2004, 2005, Drogba really struggled. Yes, Drogba struggled. So we didn't actually feel Drogba until the following season. That was what happened. For those of you, if you want to probably affirm what I've said, just put everything on Google. It will bring it up for you. So Drogba, when he came, so anybody, no, if I, for me, seeing people blaming Jackson now, I'm just beaming to smile. You don't need that. If we can address the issue of the problem of formation and the problem of selection, so I think everything, yeah. Oh, thank you, Salami Ayuba. Poach need to work on formation. Please, watching from our. God bless you, Salami. Thank you. That's right. That's the truth. Our coach need to work on the formation. Formation is a big issue now. Formation is a big issue, and the coach need to work on that. Please, if you have not shared this live broadcast, please help me to share it. Thank you as you share. So formation is a big problem, and that's what we have noticed now. And everyone have been talking about formation, so we should not blame any player. It's an overall poor performer. It was an overall poor performance. So you can't blame any player for that. They were just overworking themselves under that with that formation. So we should not blame. And when you're overworking yourself, you will make silly mistakes. That was what happened. You will make silly mistakes. The only thing that hit me yesterday was Jackson mix. How he missed that opportunity. I was expecting Jackson to just tap. You tap that kind of ball because it bounced. So you have to tap it. Even where I was sitting there, I just said, oh yeah, tap it. I have lifted my leg. Tap it. I just saw Jackson. He just lifted that leg. Thank God. Chai. And the ball just went over the bar. That was so painful. That was so painful. So I think Pochettino need to use this 2 weeks break to really work on modalities. That will be helpful for our team. So especially on formation and selection, we need to attack. If it will it's not a must for Ben Chilwell to be in the match. If you know that you cannot make a better solution, if you want to include Ben Chilwell, then drop him on the bench. Let him chop bench until is ready to play to the instruction. It's not because that is an English player, then you will now jeopardize the goal of the whole entire team. No, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. So I just came online to connect with you guys and to put to shed more light on the issue of apportioning blame to players here and there. So James Mawuli, Mr. James, Mr. James is saying, Mr. James said, Doctor, God bless you for your explanations. Watching you live from Ghana. Oh, thank you, Mr. James Mawuli. Yeah, thank you. Please, let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. If you have not shared this broadcast, that means you don't love me. By sharing it is a way of supporting my cause. And it's a way of encouraging me, actually. So thank you as you are sharing. Please share. Thank you. I will appreciate that. So I think those are because we thank God. I will use these 2 weeks. I will use 2 weeks for my master students that I'm working with. So I will use the 2 weeks. At least I also take break. No, there won't be any live broadcast for the next 2 weeks. I may just bop in. That means I will have time now for my followers, maybe to share some life story with them, And just I will just put out some motivational talks. Yeah, so there will be time for us to rest, to calibrate. We have to calibrate, to recalibrate, and for us to forge ahead. Our next match will be on Sunday, September 17th, with Bournemouth. That will be an away match. So let's be in one spirit. All fingers crossed. We will skate through the hurdles. Like I've told you, my top agenda, my main agenda for Chelsea is to be among the top 4 teams that will qualify for Champions League. Yeah. So that's my aim. So we should not blame any player. It was an overall poor performance, and I know Pochettino will have gotten a lot of talks from different people, different group of people, fans everywhere in the world. They would have got that feedback that okay, people are not really happy. So at the moment, he needs to change his strategy. So thank you for being part of this program. Don't forget, blue is the color, Chelsea is the name, football is the game. My name is Benga Afolayan. Thank you for participating. Till we meet again, I want to say bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye for now.
To court, where the story will be told as we fight the rugged battles. We chase the clock and we play to win. We are the pride of London.
We are courageous.
We are courageous, stronger and faster. A fighting fury in any weather. The skin and leg, go to fight and win. We are on purpose. As a new era begins, under our new coach, Mauricio Pochettino, we believe in you, lead us well. Great performance in Stafford Bridge, in our away matches. Now we won, now we pray for Pochettino.
All we are asking for.
Let the new era begin.
Let the new era begin.
For the Blues family, everybody celebrate.
Everybody celebrate.
We on top of the world, Pochettino lead us well. Next season is assured. We are dreaming bigger. Our faith is rising. Our players are done.
Pochettino.
Lead us well. Chelsea fans, what yeah, we are walking in the victory. No more pain, no more worry. Lose family, share, you know we are the pride of London. We are going higher, we are going. We Pochettino, we are going, we are moving higher. Lead us well, Pochettino, we are ready. We are the pride of London. Giant power Arsenal. Stronger. No more Pochettino. We are believing. We are moving. Pochettino. He does well. Even in our season, we know what we are. Even when things go wrong with us, we know what we are. When this season doesn't favor us, we still know say we are Chelsea. Gbogbo Premiership clubs ẹ wá gbọ́. We know what we are. Kọ́lọ́mọ kó wá kìlọ̀ fọ́mọ ẹ o. We know what we are. Ìjayà Chelsea ti di ẹ̀sùn fún wa.
We are the pride.
We are the pride of London. Ojú tí wọ́n á ti lọ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ o. Bàbá wa fi wá dábìrà lójú apẹ̀ gan. All Chelsea fans let's celebrate.
Ìdánì wa.
We are the summer series winners so. We have lifted our first trophy. Àkìṣẹ́gbẹ́ ìyáláyà àwọn noise makers.
Gbogbo Chelsea fans.
It's our aim. The history of Jesse, we give you joy. The history of Jesse, we give you joy. Waiting they do my you fast, nothing pariwo. Waiting they do us now fast, nothing boy. Waiting they do my you fast, nothing pariwo. Waiting they do us now fast, nothing boy. The history of Jesse, we give you joy. We are the pride of London. We are the blues, we are the champion. The history of Jesse, we give you joy. The history of Jesse, we give you joy. Waiting they do my you fast, nothing pariwo. Waiting they do us now fast, nothing bony. Oh. The history of Jesse, we give you joy. The history of Jesse, we give you joy. Jesse for life. Jesse for life. Jesse for life. Jesse for life.